In the dangerous world of Tudor politics, few figures are as tragic or as misunderstood as Lady Jane Grey. Known to history as the 9 Days Queen, Jane's reign was brief, but its impact was seismic. To many of her time, she symbolized betrayal, a young noblewoman who sat on a stolen throne. But peel back the layers of power, family ambition, and religious chaos, and you find something far more complex. A girl barely 16, forced into a deadly game she never asked to play. Jane was born in 1537, the great-granddaughter of Henry VII. Through her mother, Frances Brandon, she was connected directly to the Tudor line. She was bright, fluent in Latin, Greek, and French, and a passionate Protestant in an age when religion wasn't just belief, it was politics, it was war, and it was life or death. Her quiet life as a scholar and noblewoman was never meant to cross paths with the crown until the royal succession crisis changed everything. When King Edward VI, son of Henry VIII and a committed Protestant, fell terminally ill in 1553, he feared what would follow his death. The next in line, his half-sister, Mary Tudor, was a staunch Catholic. Edward, just 15, was desperate to preserve the Protestant reforms he had helped advance. Pressured and manipulated by John Dudley, the ambitious Duke of Northumberland, he rewrote his will to name Lady Jane Grey, a Protestant and Northumberland's daughter-in-law, as his heir. Jane didn't ask for the crown. According to historical accounts, she was devastated when told of Edward's wishes, reportedly fainting from the shock. She knew what it meant. Accepting the throne was not a triumph. It was a death sentence. But she was a dutiful daughter, and the men around her, her father, her father-in-law, her husband, insisted it was God's will and the country's salvation. On July 10, 1553, Lady Jane Grey was declared Queen of England. Yet England did not welcome her with open arms. To the people, and to many nobles, Mary was the rightful heir, Henry VIII's eldest daughter and a legitimate royal. What Jane represented, whether she liked it or not, was a usurpation. Her reign was seen as an elite Protestant coup, a betrayal of royal blood and God's ordained line. Mary, a seasoned political survivor, quickly rallied support. Within days, the tide turned. Nobles who had supported Jane switched sides. The common people took to the streets for Mary. By July 19th, Mary rode into London as queen. Jane's reign was over after just 9 days. Jane was imprisoned in the Tower of London, the very fortress where she had once waited to be crowned. Mary initially showed compassion. She recognized that Jane was not the architect of this betrayal. She was its victim. Mary intended to spare her, but politics is rarely merciful. In early 1554, a rebellion led by Thomas Wyatt sought to prevent Mary's marriage to Philip II of Spain. Though Jane had no involvement, her father joined the revolt. That sealed her fate. Mary could not risk allowing Jane, a Protestant with royal blood, to live. On February 12, 1554, Lady Jane Grey was executed. She faced death with remarkable composure. Her final words, spoken with dignity and quiet strength, were a testament to her faith. "I am the queen, but I die a subject." So was Jane truly a betrayer? Many at the time believed so. Her reign was viewed as a usurpation of Mary's rightful place. But history tells a different story. Jane didn't betray the crown betrayed her. The men who placed her on the throne used her as a pawn in their schemes. And when their plan failed, they let her fall. She paid the ultimate price for a decision she never truly made. Today, Lady Jane Grey is seen not as a villain, but as a tragic symbol of innocence lost, of religious conflict, and of political manipulation. She never ruled in practice, never issued laws or commanded armies. Yet her story endures, not because she conquered, but because she was conquered by her own family, by powerful men, by history itself. She was queen for 9 days, but her legacy has lasted centuries. A silent voice from the tower, reminding us that power, even when unwanted, always comes with a price.